I want to just let you guys know that anyone who makes an enemy out of you, they get a spiritual beatdown. Anybody who comes up against you gets a spiritual beatdown, especially if they're doing it for malicious reasons. They teaming up against you. They forming groups against you. They get a spiritual beatdown. Why? Because there is a such thing as spiritual ranks. And there are people walking this earth. Some people are aware. Some people are not aware. Some people have no clue how divinely protected they are out here and how high ranking they are in the spiritual. There's people walking here who have no clue. There are earth angels walking this earth. And you got people out here, which is why I have to keep saying it again. For people who be doing these witchcraft and trying to do spells and cast it on people, y'all don't know whose people's spiritual rankings are out here. And some of these people learn the hard way after it's done. So anybody, all of you out there, you chosen ones, right? Anyone who makes an enemy out of you, those teaming up, doing what they're doing, watching, stalking, trying to send things your way, they get a spiritual beatdown. Things always gets returned back to senders. It's always going to get returned. It's always going to get reversed. You don't even have to do a thing. But these people learn the hard way. Karma is a real thing. Karma is a very real thing. And as you get older and as you learn this and learn that there are spiritual laws, you begin to treat people right. You, personally. You treat everybody right. You be humble because you ain't better than the next. You don't walk with your nose up high like, oh, yeah. You don't do that. Stay humble. That doesn't mean that you have to be friendly with every single person. Every person that comes your way or people, no, you don't have to. You got boundaries, right? Boom. But even though you have your boundaries and keep your distance, you don't have to speak to certain people, but you still let them be. You don't wish no harm, evil, nothing. You just stay humble about it. Let people go about the day. Let them do what they do. But you got certain people who don't do that. You got certain people who want to form groups, who want to pick on people, right? Because you see, people look at the outside. That's what they do. They look at the outside. They look at how you look, how you dress, what you do. Some of these people. Knowing that this is more spiritual than physical, it got nothing to do with the physical appearance. It's what's happening in the unseen and the spiritual. So you got these people out here who look at you like if you lonely, isolated, you look vulnerable, easy target, easy to bully, easy to manipulate. And these people be wandering and doing what they doing to the people who look so low or look easy because of what they see from the outside. But in the spirit realm, that person who they think is an easy target, bullying, targeting, sending groups, trying to send things, paying money, they learn the hard way after these stuff starts to be done in the works. What they start doing, people start racking up their karma when they go against you. Anybody who makes an enemy out of you, they get that spiritual beatdown. Now, I saw this video of this lady sleeping on the bus, at the bus stop, sleeping, minding her business. And I saw these kids. One of them was filming. The other person came, ran up, dumped a whole bucket of water on this woman. And these kids are laughing. Ah, these young adults. Ah. And she woke up out of the water crying. Now when I saw this video, I just shook my head. I was like, See, because there's a such thing as karma. Reaping what you sow. And in the spiritual, and the reason why I'm putting that video as an example from what I saw, in the spiritual, yeah, they looked at this woman as an easy target, vulnerable, because how she was looking. But in the spiritual realm, those kids that did what they did, they have no idea if this woman was an earth angel, if this woman was divinely protected. The Most High has favor, his eyes, his hands on this woman's life, protecting her. And that these kids did what they did from the physical because they saw from the outside how this person looked. Ooh. Ooh. The stuff that happens to people when they mess with earth angels and high-ranked spiritual people. The things that happens to people when they try to do these things and bully. People think they get away with what they do or what they have done, but they don't, and they never do. Karma has a way of smacking you in the face to give you that wake-up call. And it's not going to get you right away. Sometimes it does. Sometimes it gets you right there. You see it. Or sometimes it takes years. And it just racks. But it's going to get you. It's going to get you. It always does. Karma never misses. Never. So when you learn about these things, and when you learn about that karma is real, there are spiritual laws. When you begin to see and learn more from the spiritual, not so much the physical, now you're learning, okay, I just can't mess with just anybody out here. I got to treat everybody right. Because I don't know who's who. I don't know who this certain person is. Spiritual people, yeah. But we talking about to anybody who just want to, yeah, let me just bully and pick on who. No. Can't. And this is why I don't laugh, and don't you ever laugh at anybody's pain. Don't you ever laugh at anybody's pain or what they going through, how they suffering or what they looking like. Don't laugh at it. Don't mock it. Don't joke on that person or how they looking. Because you never know. If you over here joking and laughing at that person's pain, that you might end up the same way how that person was. And then they level up, and then you find yourself somewhere down the line in life the same way how you was laughing at that person's pain or other people, whatever you doing. It happens. This is why you never laugh at people's pain. Don't. You don't ever want to rack up your karma. You don't ever want to rack up karma. That's why I say, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say it. Put your boundaries. If you don't want to be around certain people, or if you don't want to hang with certain people, don't talk to people, cool. Don't. Keep your distance boundary. Go about your day. But don't wish any evil on people. Don't do anything malicious or evil. Have that in your heart. No. No, just go about your day. And for a lot of y'all, if y'all want to move on, to heal yourself, forgive yourself, and forgive those that hurt you and did you wrong. It doesn't mean that you have to go up to them and say, yo, ask for the forgiveness and hug it out, boom. If that happens, cool. But sometimes you might not even see these people again, or don't even have to. But you can forgive them from a distance. Forgive them, forgive yourself, move on. That's how you feel better with yourself. You're doing it for yourself. You heard that on cue, man. You're doing it for yourself. And you're doing it for the Most High, but you're doing it for yourself to heal and feel better. You forgive those who did you wrong. and you keep going about your day. Because those who did you wrong, the Most High is going to deal with that. Karma don't miss. They gonna get what they gonna get. This is why even the Bible says, pray for your enemies, right? Pray for your enemies. You can forgive them, keep it going. You don't even want to know or be around or find out what happens. But these people can be saved by forgiving themselves, forgiving what they did to the people, whatever they have done, forgive that, and go to the Most High. Ask for that forgiveness, the repentance, have a relationship with God, put the forgiveness starting with yourself in your heart, and for the people who they hurt too. And then they go about their day. That's how they gonna feel better. But if they don't, and the longer they don't ask for forgiveness, the longer they still keep hurting people, doing what they're doing and teaming up and trying to do, they just racking it up. Racking it up. That's all. But anybody who, anybody that makes an enemy out of you, they're going to get that spiritual beatdowns. And these people learn the hard way. Because, again, you don't know who is earth angels. You don't know people's spiritual ranks. You don't. And I saw this woman, sometimes, I like to go to these places, like, my little chill spots, or just get some fresh air, even when the sun is out, or just go outside in general, music, like to be by myself and just enjoy the breeze. And I went up to my roof real quick. Before I decided to do a little walk, I saw like the sun was out. I was like, ooh, let me just, little certain spot up there. Let me just go up there and just get some of that little sun real quick, and then I go about my day. Went up there on the roof, boom, got the sun. As I'm walking back down, as I opened the staircase door to go down to leave, I saw this woman. She was like on her knees, like, and I could already tell that she's under the influence. And in my mind, I felt bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, I already felt the energy. The energy that I felt, it was like, based off from what I was seeing, but you got to look at things from a spiritual. Can't be looking at things from the physical, spiritual. But not only that, I felt that energy on her end. It was pain. It was hurt. And in my mind, I'm looking at this woman and I'm like, damn. That's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's mother. That's somebody's sister. That's there by herself in that staircase, like on that. And you got some evil people in this world. That some people, if they would have saw that girl by herself like that, I don't gotta explain the rest of that part, but there are evil people in this world who got those tendencies to do these sick things when they see somebody vulnerable, which is disgusting. And I think that's a coward move too, and it's disgusting when you do take advantage of somebody when they're on the influence, whether it's drinking, drugs. I think that's horrible. Especially those who be doing that coward thing and slipping things in people's drinks and all that. And it's not only men, women do it too, but I think that's wrong to do. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. You have to be very careful out here because there are people, evil people in this world with that kind of mindset. So anyway, I saw her and I already thought this. I was like, damn, that's somebody's mother, daughter, sister. Her glasses was on the floor. And here she is. See, when you are a person when you got a good spirit, your energy, your light, your aura, your frequency, your vibration's high, you don't have to be perfect, but if you are a person with a good heart, good spirit, it's going to be felt. This is why you attract a lot of things. You're a magnet. From both high on your frequency, good, and also those on low, negative too. You attract everything. You're a magnet. And it's all due to your light. You got a good heart, good spirit. Her glasses was on the floor. All I did was, I looked at her, I took the glasses from the floor, and I just put it over her eyes. She looked at me. She said, "Thank you." And she began to cry. And I spoke life into her. Spoke life into her. Told her that she's not alone. Told her that God loves her. That, I started to tell her that I know what it's like to be there. Not in that situation, but I know what it's like to be alone and going through certain things. Be in the dark, alone with nobody. Even though you got people around you, but ain't nobody gonna be there when you in your darkest. That's how you know who your friends are. When you are in your darkest and in your lowest, it's those who's look to your left and look to your right when you at your lowest and see who's there. You'd be surprised of who's there and who's not. And it's gonna be a lot of people that ain't gonna be there when you at your darkest and in your lowest. But if you were blessed to have certain people around you that looked out for you and was there, keep them. Those are loyal. So I told her, about God, and I told her about, what she's going through. Like, I get it. Prayed over her a little bit. Spoke life into her. Prayed for protection over her. Here she was crying. Then she said her story about that. She used to, her mom prays for her. Mom believes in God. She did too. Like, you know what I'm saying? So everybody in this world, they go through something, but they all believe in God, but they just go through things. And it's like, after I have that conversation with her, I let her be, and I just told her, I'm like, yo, you're not alone, man. You loved out here. You know what I'm saying? You loved. You got people who care for you. Trust God first. You know what I'm saying? Like, God loves you. People come and go. But God never leaves. Even in your darkest, he's still there. So I spoke that life. She looked like she got a little better, you know what I'm saying? And then she walked away. The seed was planted. And it was life that was spoken into her. So you don't know what people be going through. And then that's what I'm saying. You got people out here. That's why I keep saying, those who trying to do witchcraft, magic, spells, curses, they try to send it to people. When they be trying to team up to do it. Even those out here who be trying to circle around and look at you, try to send things in people's way. They don't know who they messing with. They better stop. They don't know who they messing with. They learn after when they try to do their things. This is why you just can't be just picking on anybody. You can't. So anybody who comes against you, all these people who did what they do, or they teaming up, or they trying to send spells your way and all this stuff. Anybody who tries to, I promise you, they get a spiritual beatdown. There are things that happen behind the scenes, man. It even comes to the point where the Most High lay hands on people for trying to mess with you. There are battles and fights that you don't know about, that the Most High himself intervened. There are people that the Most High warned. That he warned and spoke to people personally. Leave this one alone. Whether you perfect or not. But the Most High got his hands on you. Leave this one alone. And some people be trying it. And the Most High, what he says, vengeance is his. The Most High laughs at the wicked, for he sees their day. No weapon formed against you is going to prosper. Even if you stumble, right? The righteous man stumbles and falls, but he rises right back up. The Lord don't forsake. He don't leave. He don't. So y'all don't know who's who out here. Y'all don't know who is earth angels, who's spiritual people. People don't know. You don't. This is why you got people out here, those who take advantage of people, those who start trying to mess with people and all that. They rack up their karma and they build that karma up. And then things start happening to them. So be very careful out here. Be very careful out here. And this is the reason why you have a lot of people who come to you, is because of your light, your aura, your frequency, your vibration. You have a good spirit. And when you have a good spirit, when you have light, and when you operate in love, like, yeah, you got your boundaries, you got the serious face. Yeah, you might look a certain seriousness, but don't go by the outside appearance, because deep down inside, you the sweetest person, right? But you outside, you protecting yourself spiritually as well. But you got a good heart. But people see that too. That's why kids stare at you. Kids be around. This is why people come around you. That's why the kids stare at you. People be around you. Animals. You start seeing a lot of animals coming out of nowhere. They be around you too. This is why you got a lot of people who start talking to you, want to talk to you. They start opening up to you out of the blue. You don't even have to know these people. But some people they just talk to you. Talk to you about their situation, all that. You don't even know these people, but they feel safe in your presence, in your spirit, in your energy. That's what happens. And when all of this happens, all this attraction and all this look that comes to you, because you're not asking for the attention, but it comes, especially when you want semen retention and all that, it comes. Those from the outside, those that be looking from the outside, that creates envy and jealousy too. Because you got people out here that wants that attention, like, oh, I want that, I want what he or she got. That should be me, I need that. No. It's not fun. It's not fun. I don't be asking for the attention. I don't even like the attention. I just try to be low-key in the cut, in the back, humble, and just try to mind my business. But something that just happens. Everywhere that you go, every place you go, every foot that you step in, you're going to have eyes. People going to look at you. They're going to be around you. Whether you ask for it or don't ask for it. You don't even ask it. You don't want it. You don't seek it. You don't look for the attention. You just go about your day. You post up somewhere and you're trying to enjoy the view, the air. You're just trying to enjoy your day. But again, a lot of people, they're going to feel that energy. They're going to see it. They're going to be curious. They're going to want to be around it. This is why you see a lot of people, they just be by you. Whether they speak to you, don't speak, they just be by you. Then you start see the places where you're crowded with people. Then they just start sitting where they are, talking amongst themselves, doing what they're doing, but they constantly looking at you, flicking the hair and all that. It's because of your light, your aura, your energy. Then kids, they be playing, they look at you a certain way. I saw a woman holding a baby when I was in this park, a public park, big scenery. And she's holding her baby. She looks at me, she smiles. And, you know, I just, little head nod, smile back. And then the sun is out. I'm looking at the sun. And then, of course, you got people who be staring at you looking, because some of them be doing this. But I'm looking, staring at it, looked at her, smiled. Here comes this breeze, right? The baby. She held the baby. And when after she smiled and kept walking, she had the baby this way. So the baby's face is not looking at me. That baby stared at me. A baby looked at me, smiled. But the baby's eyes from the middle, it lit up. There was light in that baby's eye. I saw that light. You know, like, you know how animals, because we know how animals, like, you know, when it's in the dark, how their eyes light up with that camouflage? See? In the dark, that certain light that does in the animal's eyes, that's how that baby's eyes was when they looked at me. It had that light in the middle of its eyes, like an animal, like, and I was like, ooh, ooh. I see that light in you, baby. I see it. Then I looked up again, I smiled, I was like, ooh, but that light. It went from a normal eye color, and then when the baby looked, smiled, in the middle, it turned to a light. I was like, oh, because babies, kids, they're innocent. Kids are very spiritual. I'm telling y'all. Kids are spiritual. Babies are spiritual. Animals, too. Trust a kid around people. Because a child and an animal will tell you off the rip, off the rip, if that person is good or not. Trust your baby and your children's body language around people and animals too. Trust it. And don't worry about the people who be trying to start up the animal. We're talking about just naturally. Leave the animal alone and they'll come. Animals know, they sense it, they see it, but the babies and children, they see. They see in the spirit realm. They see angels. They see demons. Have you noticed certain babies laugh, smile with certain people? They let them carry them. And then when it comes to that one person, yeah, they screaming, crying, terrified about a certain person. Yeah, it's because they seeing what's either latched on that person or they seeing that spirit from the inside. That face changing. Babies see that. Pay attention to what children do. But when your light, your aura, you got a good spirit, yo, everybody want to be around you. We talking about from low to negative to those on your frequency. It happens. But yeah, man, anyone that makes an enemy out of you, they're going to get a spiritual beatdown. These people learn the hard way. So all these people who's forming groups, they're always going to get what's coming to them. The Most High don't play. Things always get sent back to senders. Things always get reversed. Don't matter. You're not perfect. I'm not perfect. You don't got to be, you know what I'm saying? You're not perfect. But you ain't looking for problems. You're not looking for problems. You're not gossiping. You're not slandering. You're not doing spells on people. You ain't treating people wrong or treating people like garbage. You're not doing these things. You're going about your day, minding your business, trying to stay in prayer, trying to do right for yourself, get better. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to make the best of it for you. You're trying to change your ways too. Starting with this healing, and you're going on your journey. But you got people on the other hand that they feel some type of way. They try to team up and they try to bully the bullies. Y'all heard that saying, right? Pigeons flock together, eagles fly alone. But again, there's spiritual ranks out here. People, yo, just be careful. You don't know who is who out here. You don't know. You do not know. Treat everybody right. Treat everybody right. And you don't got to speak to people, just treat them right. If you don't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all. You can put your boundaries up. Forgive. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. With your discernment and all that, the energy, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it. You're going to see it too. You're going to see it. So y'all know what's up already, man. Stay prayed up. Stay with the Most High. Pray for hedge of protection. Go about your day. Still be you. Be yourself. Be authentic. And, continue moving in love. You know what I'm saying? Love and peace. And keep going about your day. Don't treat nobody wrong. Don't treat nobody bad. You know what I'm saying? Just keep going about your day. It's those. Let this video be a warning for those. Like, let this video learn something from these people out here who do these kind of things. Don't pick on nobody. Don't bother nobody. Don't bully people. Don't try to do witchcraft on people to send things their way, because you don't know who you're messing with. You don't know who is who. And you're just going to rack up your karma if you keep trying to do things to innocent people or doing things to people. Especially those who spending. Because again, and I'm going to tell it to you again, a witch doctor, they going to know off the rip. They've been warned. They're not going to tell you. They're going to take your money. But they've already been warned too. Who to do it to, who not to do it to. Stop looking at appearances. Stop looking at it. Because even if that person look alone out there, or look fragile, or look like an easy target, spiritually, they ranked so high that the Most High got his hands on him or her. Favor. Favor. Divinely protected. Yeah, that person that looks so low, looks like an easy target. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Seriously, stop it. Because people, when they mess with you or they try to, they're going to deal with the Most High. They get a spiritual beatdown, yo. I'm telling you, they get a spiritual beatdown. You don't got to do nothing. You don't got to do nothing. So even if somebody bumps you, curses at you, tries to do certain things about you, go about your day. Spiritually, they might look like in the physical, they got that last laugh. Like, yeah, look at that. I said what I said. They ain't say nothing. They kept it moving like nigga, I'm him. I'm her. Yeah. Nah, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. Because that person that you just probably just pushed, you try to mock, you shoulder, or you looked at this person and you try to do something because you thought that person was easy. Psh, nigga, woo. Spiritually, you don't know what you just did. You just racked up your karma. You just messed with an earth angel. You just messed with somebody who got hands and favor by the Most High. And you thinking you going about your day, it's gonna get you. It's coming back to you. And it might not be that same day. A few days might go by, a week, and you thinking, yeah, but somewhere down the line, it's gonna hit you. And then when people start realizing, yo, why is my life going this way, that's your karma racking up. That's things that's happening for all that you was doing. You didn't even ask for forgiveness. You didn't forgive yourself. You didn't ask for repentance and all. Now you just racked up all of that. Like, that's it. Y'all know what's up already, man. On to the next video, man.